So tell me why you think that we are not as connected anymore as a community.
Well, we're not connected as like it was when my grandmother was alive and we lived with her, because they lived my grandmother lived in the country, so there was a house here, maybe half mile down the road there's another house, and so they needed each other to stay connected, because sometimes they need to go get water, eggs, or they just did that. But now, in our generation here, in our house, we have everything. So I don't need to come to your house and get a glass of water, a cup of sugar or anything like that, because it's already there for us. And so we don't need it, but we're what you call it, self-sufficient. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Self-sufficient. So we don't need anybody. I'm here with my neighbors right now. I don't go to them for sugar or anything, because I don't need it. I have it in my house.
Okay, go for it.
Dumas.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. Can you tell me what your first and last name is and how many children do you have?
Wilhelmenia Williams, and I have two. I have a boy and a girl, or if you want to say it that way.
I love that. What year was your first child born in?
I can tell you how old I was. I mean, I was 25 because I got married when I was 22. My husband was 24, and we had looked for a house, and they was accepting a house for if you had a cat, a dog, a bird, a snake, or whatever. No kids. So I said, well, look, I can't deal with this. So I said, we have to get us a house before we have any children, because I'm not going to have my children, denied a place to stay.
Yeah.
And I was living in Columbia, South Carolina at the time. Yes. And they had an area that they was trying to put the black in. And they had it where you could move in the house with $100 down.
Wow.
And after you put your $100 in, then you would pay until you got enough for the down payment. And if I remember correctly, the down payment was like $500. And that's how we got our first house.
Awesome. So,
motherhood. Motherhood to me is lots of fun. Lots of fun, because you get all these kids, like the one you have in the car.
yes. How many children do you have?
I have 9 if you count the grandkids that I raised. So I have 7 of my own. And there's 2 that I raised from birth, so to me they're mine. I share them with their mom.
I love it.
I can't say I had the hardest part. That's a good one. I don't know. I don't think I had a hard part. My husband was truly a part of the situation, wanted to be into it from the beginning. And I remember the fact that even though we had a washer and a dryer, he couldn't wait for me to have enough diapers together so he could hang them on the line.
Wow.
So the people could see, I guess, that he was participating in this, where he was hanging out the baby's diapers. So I don't know if that's what you had in mind or not.
No.
That's what comes to mind.
That was beautiful. that?
You know, it was good because I enjoy watching my kids go to school and taking on their lives. And then when I go to work, you know, that was just another extension for me.
Yeah.
You know, but I did not work for a long time when I was having kids. And so when they got older enough to go to school, and I could balance my job between their time of being home, like maybe, you know, work at their school or be home at an hour when they were going to be there.
Yeah.
And so and then plus my husband was gone a lot too, so I had him alone. But if you do that, if you learn how to balance, and if you can balance, then do it. But if you can't, then you have to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean by daycare and stuff like that. You have to do that. So
Yeah.
but you have to balance and just be there and have fun with your kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Knowing that you have a responsibility, that this baby is totally dependent on you. So when you're deciding that you say you're going to have a baby, you get this cute little bundle of joy, there's still a responsibility involved there, where you have to take care of them both physically, mentally, the whole works.
Yeah.
And it can be tiring or boring or whatever you want to call it at times, but it's still something that has to be done. And think before you decide on that. Like people have asked me, do you have any great-grand? I said, no, I haven't. I don't have any. I have 3 grand. And they apparently are not ready, and I'm not pushing. You know, that's a big step. That once you get it, you got at least 20-something years that you have to take care of that child, and sometimes longer. It depends on the child. So.